yakura yenya enintina ende IMF we say yeah one of those highly indebted countries and the over IMF book mo ya to number be third and fourth. Ghana as a nation no Ghana kuro nankasa no uko ewiase a your credit score nye. It means say ye pese ye bobesia kra ye pese be me ye besia if say ye sika sam nye ye ntoto ye nyoma ye. So the Ghana that Bawumia is the vice president in no, the Ghana that he is a vice president of Besobe under his leadership as the head of economic management team no, your credit score as a nation a negative. But kwasia we to Ghana say wa lanchi bibi friend credit score. Wati actually ye Jimmy. This is the deceiving. They just deceive everyone. Omo obiya say ye Jimmy. Okacho say omo explain it to credit score no muntu minka. The NPP nipa omo NPP munyina 99.9. Ubusa omo say what is credit score munima de kro. I am telling you, a app. Amasa launch another app. When you ask them say credit score a dia, they will not be able to tell you. I am telling you, hey, Opo channel pa my MPP communicator Embejina TV so Nebusan say what is credit score? They cannot tell you. Mr. S, which one is this? Mr. S. When you read the IMF document, let me read this document to you. Now, I'm sure idea. Yes, Bawumia launched the credit score. I mean, read it. Been sure. There's a document from the Bank of Ghana, and it's a document you go on Bank of Ghana website and the IMF website. It is there. I mean, sure. Ghana as a nation, your credit score, your ekuru nankasa. Say the otam Ghana so the kwaje besia. Obi obo besia bi ahwe kuru no beka se kuru ekuru to bibia nim o ma iska. And so kwase bi ti Ghana inside so no o ma credit score. Ah. Na papa nankasa o hwe fie no so no. Sebio di obedi kro onya bindi. Na wo na wo hye na se na wo ye na koa no. Obeta o kire se ono benya duane edi. Hwade, let me read this to you. Yes, Bawumia launch credit score. Own document with Ministry of Finance. Now, when you read this document, this is what it says. Wait, if you're Mankasa Ministry of Finance, who read it, say Ministry of Finance. She ade o Mankasa true. Flexibility. It may not be so. Point 24 is government going for policy credibility for its own program, or government has no internal program. T. Time na omoko IMF no. Asema mo ka kire say ye ko IMF no a policy e credibility nti na ye ko. Ana say omo programs no sebio engineer na naso nti na ko. Into read finance ministry and Canada document. This is what they write. Yes, government has developed its own internal program. Government is seeking to present an enhanced domestic program to the IMF. The proposed program should span a minimum of 3 years and seek to achieve the following objectives. 1. Improve the credibility of government policy and restore investor confidence in the economy, thereby regaining market access, boosting DP disturbances, and unlocking other financing sources. So the government itself, the reason why it went to IMF, say reason to IMF so need credibility. Omuni idea your friend credibility. The government does not have that. So if the government does not have any credibility, it means the government itself, holistically, the credit score of the government is bad. So how can a vice president who led a country into a very bad credit score, and I say credit deficit, and I say credibility crisis, no? How can that same person turn around to say, well, Lanchi be a friend of credit score, what Ghana you need to follow through? Because of bad credits of Ghana, no internet DDEP buy debt domestic debt exchange program, and internet pensioner for Ejo Musika. Now, when you read the point 2, restore debt sustainability and microeconomic stability to support green growth, economic transformation, and job creation while protecting social spending. 3, strengthen the central bank's monetary policy regime. And 4, build buffer to strengthen resilience to economic shocks. So already, the reason why Bank of Ghana, the finance ministry, and I said Ghana, you call IMF. The reason was that we did not have we did not have credit we did not have the right credit to even sustain our economy. Inti for Bawumia today come out to say or no Eddie be a friend or Eddie a credit score and that you have to have a good credit. Also seek a some and also and sana and the Obetimatina Ghana Sebio Ato BB and I say wait BB in Eddie in a period or and I say in a stipulated period be another time, you know. Bawumia himself, he took Ghana to IMF because of Eddie credibility crisis in IMF. Was say your credit score no. Your credit score ning anything and they IMF. Into Omankasa story. Omankasa their policy credibility now. Omen to me end this so Emma or man sika some engine national anything or IMF. Into Eden or Mino, Bawumia Sabe catch us or the BBF on a credit score about. Now look at this. Let me show you something. Somebody asked Dennis Abuaje or Bawumia campaign spokesperson say credit score no be a young person now chire me. Young person I mean juma. O catch am say me here credit score, more good credit score, make me free idea. A juma ni ho. Me nye juma ni bi nye. The sustainability of a job, and I say sustainable job, no, I don't see it, I don't have it. How do I get credit to be able to acquire things? On TV, no, a young lady asked him, sa credit score na mo de aba no. On one kasa oye Bawumia spokesperson for his campaign, no. Or say omakotena se adwene ho omunim credit score no muntie de okaye muntie o saa de we no so Bawumia lunch no Dennis Miracle Abuaji no onie muntie answer de ma aye ababawa no
for America on this. Erica, so that's the pitch on employment. Okay. You are almost out of school, right? So what you say to that?
Okay, so I'll start from the last point he made, that what if they are producing more, people will be able to get whatever they need. Here lies the case, someone has completed, the person is unemployed. So someone who is unemployed, where is this person getting the money from to even go and put that money down? And what would the person get the money to be topping up?
Let me help you.
That's where the fear comes.
No, there's no, she'll come. Let her help.
The fear, my fear is that, okay, I have my own business, you've come for something, you are paying in bits. Yes, that's fine. But then, where are you going to get the money? Will I not run the laws if you're unable to pay?
Erica, so let me
because you're unemployed.
Erica, let me help you.
Erica, are you done? So, are you done though?
Yes, please, with a question.
With a question.
Yes.
So I want to come back again very briefly on this.
Erica, let me help you. So you see, the credit scoring system has 2 legs of opportunities and advantage for the country. For you, the unemployed, those who are employed and they can buy are the ones who are driving the demand, not you. You understand? Those who can and buy, they are the ones who are driving the demand. That's why I said that you are earning 1,500 cedis. There are a lot of people who are earning 1,500 cedis and can save 10,000 over 20 months, and they have things they want to buy now. But they are saving for 20 months, so they are waiting for 20 months before they can buy what they have to buy. That delays demand. But with the credit score system, that person will be able to buy that thing now. What it means is that a lot more people can buy things now, which will drive demand, which will require that we're able to supply more for you, the unemployed, to have an opportunity to work. So that is where, please hold on, Evans. That is where your opportunity comes in.
Yeah, but
because there are a lot more people.
Your answer to her is dependent on local production.
Yes.
A lot of the things that we purchase are imported. So we are only helping the economies of those countries that produce and export to us. And so what you're talking about will work for the countries in the West, where they produce and send us the phones and etc., that will be the credit scoring system will actually be facilitating the purchase. We don't have a strong manufacturing economy that supports this for the creation of jobs that you are talking about.
But Dr. Bawumia has thought about it. That is why the manifesto is integrated. So you see, and I like what Evans is saying. So when you pick Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's manifesto, you realize that The challenge is raised is fixed. Again, in the manifesto, where he says that, listen, we need to be able to drive local production. And the only way you can drive local production is when there is a way to ensure that we are buying a lot more of our local or locally manufactured goods. And so he says, we've been trying to encourage people to buy made in Ghana goods for a very long time, and we have had challenges. Shall we begin to look at how we can back this with law and make it mandatory? That's something we haven't tried before.
Mekacho say, Omokrasa credit score no, Omontiasie. Makacho say, we more GB. Yeah, Mameka Vigil. The NPP as a political party, no, it is filled with people with a credibility crisis. As someone can say, he started by saying, say, credit score stands on two legs. And from his own definition or explanation, it means the unemployed cannot fall under their credit score. But this is the same people or the same government or the same flag bearer telling us credit score is for every Ghanaian. The person who speaks for him, speaks for his campaign, is telling us, say, the credit score stands on two legs. For the employed who can purchase and the unemployed who cannot purchase, where do they belong? Because you need to be employed. Now, when you are employed, when you have a credit, that is what the banks, that is what the companies look at. You can say, credit score, the ability to be able to pay now and in the future. That's all. When you are giving the services today, your ability to pay now and your ability to pay in the future. It is a method dying ende na $2 million. My ability to pay now, my mortgage $2,000 and not $10,000 this month. It means when the market changes in the next 3 years, never 10,300, I'll be able to pay. In your case of credit score, it is not about you saying to somebody, and it's again on the bus, I'll say, our market is a market which is a buy and sell. Our market is not a self-reliant market that manufactures itself and at the end of the day is able to cushion the system. Our market is a more import demand market. So now if it's an import demand market, it means it's a buy and sell. It give me my money and take whatever you want to take. How many people are employed? How many people belong to the employment bracket that can say, give me money and take money and give me this, and that I will pay. So when they say credit score, and it's about America, the difference between America and Ghana, and they say, somebody might be working at McDonald's with a car, but somebody works in a bank in Ghana, you cannot buy a car. You know the difference? The difference is that when you go to the bank to go purchase a car, the bank or you go to a dealership, the dealership will check your credit score and tell you, say, you know something, this your score, we can give you this amount of rates. Because the amount of money you are making, the consistent payment now and to mean supported the person purchasing. The amount of income you are making, it cannot support, say, the interest, and I say, a monthly interest, a peg 3.2, 1.5. How much you are making, you cannot every month pay $200, which is the minimum to pay for this car. So you do not qualify for this credit. So when you flip the coin, now the Ghana, the credit score system will never work because, one, we are not self-reliant. And Intina or Kana or try to be a politician or CEO. Now Bawumia is saying, we should consume made in Ghana. It is not consuming made in Ghana. Do you have the market? Do you have the space to swallow the unemployment? And then when they are swallowed and they are employed, and you obi our America biya yamane juma na oye juma biya na credit. It's a fact you need to know. You want for America omo ye juma de biya, but they don't have a good credit score to purchase. It is always Ghana catch them and say, one, your main job was to employ the youth. You did not give anybody a job. You are talking about credit score. You are mad. What about them? These people don't know anything. They just come and they talk nonsense because the likes of Kojo Ponkuma, Samia Ukumone, Sankwasiafo Miracle, Jimmy. This thing he's speaking on radio, any TV, no. Chairman want me to everybody think say, okay, because when you say Chairman want me Jimmy. But you see, the young Ghanaian, because when it comes to credit score, there are more risk. There are people who are at high risk. There are people who are medium risk. There are people who basically do not even fall within anything. You have not been able to class even your economy, who is at the high risk, who is at the low risk, who is above high risk. You don't even know. And you can only do that when you have an economy that is self-reliant. This is the situation in Kwasi Afomoka say, Ghana beyond aid. We are not going to depend on any country to be Ghana. As we sit here, we have borrowed more than any government. Wait, Jimmy. So you want people like us to come and sit and say, Unim Nyansa, Kwasia. Now, we just say politics, now automatically, it makes all of you intelligent. Modern say Kasama political party automatically, for Kwasia, he could not answer the girl's question. Because the credit score thing they are talking about, Ono Miracle Abuaje, in his life, he has not gone through what we call credit score in his life. Onye bida, onim ontiasie. Miracle Abuaje, on experiencing credit score that. Until I cry, you didn't credit. Actually, the between the attorney, the ultimate, onye bida. Inti, he is just reading what they have texted him. Ya catch na oya den or catch America inflation, any Ghana inflation. How can you? At this point, you have an inflation across 20%. You want to determine what a bank should charge, how much rate a bank should charge. Wait, Jimmy. Your inflation alone can determine if your credit scoring system in your country will be stable or not. And now you people, you think it's just about talking. There are so many things that comes together for you to say this policy works. Into just launching a credit score, and you cannot even define it, you don't even understand. 99% of Nkwasi from the MPPH, they don't even understand this. They don't get it. So Abedina TV, so it has two legs, and then the employed and unemployed. He's just throwing words around. Jimmy, on tiasie. People like us, Grandpa, Yen Sheda Enko Economic School Papa Bikrano, we, from our experience and what we have lived through, the system we are in, we can sit you down and let you understand, said the Bawumia and Kwasiasem, it will not yield any results. Now, look at this.